Welcome to another exciting time with your favorite productivity teacher. I am Dr. Ogbe Edwin Monoyo. If you're new here, welcome. Please, it will be really exciting if you just subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell so that whenever I upload a video, you can be notified by YouTube and you can jump in on this amazing content. I made a video previously about my plan for 2021 and the workbook that I created, the journal I created that helped me to reflect on 2020 and gave me the right platform to project and plan for my 2021 and even years to come. It's quite a very easy step-by-step approach, and I'll place the link of the video at the end of this video and you can be able to see. Previously, I think it was about the first week of January. This picture that I posted on my social media, it has written in it, Habit Board January 2021. Habits we are working on this month, or I would love to say habit that I am working on this month. Reason because I usually advise people to take on 1 or 2 habits in a month so that they can concentrate all of their energy in building these habits. Now, I have some resources which I mentioned in the other video, and I'll post the link to that video at the end of this one, and those resources will help you and teach you on how to build habits gradually in your life. Remember what the main quote of this month is: we don't rise to the heights of our goals, we fall to the depths of our system. So what are these habits that I would love to consolidate? Some of them are already started and some of them are quite new. These habits are: number 1, declutter; number 2, turn off social media notification; number 3, stick to a sleeping and waking up time; number 4, set saving targets weekly; number 5, create healthy vacuums; number 6, gratitude. Like I said, some of them already have started, some of them like stick to a sleeping and waking up time. I don't want to spend so much time in this point because I already have a set of series of videos, or you can say podcast, here on YouTube and other podcast available sites. I think I'll post the link to my podcast, how do we call it, podcast sites, host sites, yes, and other sites like Apple and Google Podcasts and Spreaker. You can get the link there and listen to my podcast on how to be a morning person and how to stick to a sleeping time and a waking up time. And I think this is very important because we need a healthy sleep cycle if we want to have a productive life. All right, so it's very important. It's not really about the amount of hours you sleep. I've come to understand that, but it's just about the system that you put in place. So if you're really desperate and you really want to know about this tip, then please click on the playlist, go to my playlist and click on the link that says how to be a morning person. It will help you with that. Now the next is declutter, and I think I spoke about this also in the series on how to become a morning person, but in general terms I'm just going to talk about what it means to declutter, and I think I would show you my progress with these habits. I will talk about them as we go in the month, and please, if you have any questions about any one of them, or you want me to make videos on how I really went about any of this process, I will be glad to do that. But by declutter, I would show you my room. I'm actually planning on working on my room after the fasting period. We're still in the season of fasting and praying, so I would like to make my room a little bit less crowded. I would love to give out some of the things that I don't use. I would love to, and that includes things up to like cups, plates. I'm really thinking about that. How many cups can you actually drink from as a human? You can actually drink from 1 at a time. So why have 12 cups, right? Or why have 12 plates? Even if you have people who come over, just like me, a lot of people come over at my place to see me. You know, I'm pastor. You don't really need a lot of stuffs. A lot of clothes, sweaters, winter jacket, winter boots. So I'm trying to declutter. Most of the things that I don't need, I'll try to keep out. And this declutter is not about just my room or my stuffs. I'm trying to also declutter from things, or I'm trying the process of reducing things that I don't really need, even people that are around that are just taking space, right, and time. Not like dissing people, I mean just getting to that point whereby you reduce the time that you really spend talking, and if some conversation and some relationships are not really relevant for the season where you are in, then you can just really cut down on those things and make sure that you actually have a more fulfilling life. So declutter is just simply means to reduce things that are crowdy and things that are just taking up space in your life. And also activities, I think that's one place to declutter as well if you want to have a productive life. I really find some people, some people are very busy but they're not productive, and there's some activities that you're doing right now that are not essentially essential if that makes sense for this particular season. For example, you love to play golf but you have an exam, right? So it doesn't mean that if you stay off playing golf for a while, it doesn't mean that you're going to die, although you might find a way to work out things together. But what I'm just trying to say, there's some things that you can delegate to other people. I think I spoke about this in that particular podcast, so please check the podcast series. I don't know which exactly. I think it's episode 2 or 3. We have the productivity hack of decluttering. Next, I already have, because I'm making this video, it's already, I think, 4 days into the year when this video has been shot. So I already turned off my social media notifications. So I don't have notifications from WhatsApp. I don't have notifications from Twitter, Facebook. In a sense, I'm not a social media addict. Yes, I'm not. But I'm just trying to do this to cut down on my time, because sometimes I find myself immersed in an activity and just a notification from the social media tends to distract me. So I never wanted to go to my WhatsApp or check other informations like my mail and everything. So one thing that will help me in my productivity, and I think one habit I need to form, is to allocate time to go to social media. I think you should do that. In our generation, social media is really taking a whole lot of time, and sometimes the people we go to watch on social media, they do these things, they turn off notifications, they're not there. Some people just make YouTube videos and they post on YouTube and they're gone, and they have time to come to reply your comments, and you spend your whole life on social media watching people who are not even there. Okay, so I'm not saying this is what everyone should do, but if you have a social media addiction, I think it is really important for you. And even if you don't, and you don't want to be distracted by here and there notifications, I can tell you it's already 4 days and I already feel the space, and I already feel power and control in that aspect, where I go to check my messages when I want to and not because a notification arrived. Get what I'm saying, right? Yeah. Next is to set a saving target weekly. I think I already spoke about sticking to a sleeping and waking up time, and I already linked us. Please go and watch that podcast. It's important. It's also available on Apple Podcast. You just type and check Dr. Ogbe Edward Monoyo, and I think that's about the first thing that will come out, how to become a morning person. It's really good. So set weekly targets to save, and this can be as little as $1. Okay, don't knock yourself out of the park. Can we take a $1 challenge in the month of January? Can you save $1 a week? And for those of us in Ukraine, that's about 28 grievance, 30 grievance a week, and that will be about 30. That will be 100 grievance in a week, right? In a month, and that will be $4 in if you're in the United States. And if you're in Nigeria, for example, $1 is about 500 naira, so that will be 500 times 4, it will be 2,000 naira. Wow, that's really good. I'm excellent at my mathematics. Yeah. I was never the best in the math class, but I was always like number 3. I was good though. We can ask my dad, okay? He watches the YouTube channel and he can testify that I was a very good student. But for maths, it wasn't really that good. I was never number 1. I was either somewhere close to number 2 or number 3, but never number 1. So if we do that, it may look like something small, but if you save $1 every week, in a year is 52. Now this way you're going to get me. In 10 years, that will be easy. Times 10, it will be $521, right? So some people for the last 10 years, you've lived your life if you've saved just $1. So just do that according to how it's, I think the limit for someone who has funds, if you're working on a young person, you should be able to save $1 a week. So just set a target. There was a time I set a target of $20 a week, and it was really good because I never knew I could do it until I started. I think we'll talk about that in the next point. So just try to stick to something this month. Can you comment how much you would like to save, and let's see how it goes. Let's go. The next is create healthy vacuums. Let's go down a vacuum. Bring me back up. Okay, that's not what I mean. All right. When I posted this on my social media handles, I had a lot of questions. Like, everyone seemed to get the other part of what I posted, but they never knew what was create a healthy vacuum. Now, it simply means just create needs. It's one thing that has helped me to really be more productive, and I really want to do that more in 2021. I see that when we create vacuums in our lives, for example, if one of the ways you can create vacuums are some of the points we've already stated. Like, if you create the vacuum of saving a particular amount, it means every week your week opens up with a vacuum. Now, do you get what I'm trying to say? So when you fill up that vacuum by saving that $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, $10, $20 in a week, you fill up the vacuum. One thing I've come to understand is that when we create a vacuum, or when we create a need, what happens is that all of our systems and every part of our body gets to deploy all the necessary skill, ability, the prayers you need, the faith, and everything you need to get that particular stuff. You don't have to wait for life to present you with a need. But one way to increase your productivity is to create needs. I'm telling you, some of you need a new camera, some of you need a new phone, some of you need a new school bag. I don't know where that came from, a new phone or something, a new laptop to increase your workspace if you're someone who is tech savvy, or you do something related to technical work. And if you keep waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting for the opportunity, it's not going to come. So create a need. Do not wait for need. The Bible says that for God shall supply all your needs. So if you do not have a need, then there's not going to be a supply. So that's what I mean by create healthy vacuums. Healthy vacuums. Remember the word healthy. So don't go about creating things that will kill you. Don't wake up in a 1 week and 1 month and say, I want to make $10 million when you don't even have a work that pays you $1,000. How are you going to do that? So create a healthy vacuum. Keep yourself on your toes. That's what it simply means. Every week, try to do that. Try to get something around your life that you're chasing, and you will see. Most people have tried this. They've thought about getting a car, some thought about getting a house, and you see that all of a sudden, because they created that vacuum, what happened? All the grace to fill it came in. The last two will be gratitude, and that's easy. If you watch my previous video, the first task that we did in that video, please try to watch that link. I'll post it at the end of the video. And that's just pouring out your heart, and I love to do that every day. If you haven't gotten the Stay Productive Journal, it's a very important tool. Okay, you can contact me on my email address in the description box, and I'll tell you how to get a copy. Right in the Stay Productive Journal, we have a section every day that helps you to write what you are grateful for about every day. You don't have to get a journal, okay? But the journal comes not just with the gratitude board, it comes with other things that can help you. It's very easy to use. It's one of the things that changed my life in 2020, and still one of my best friend in 2021. But you could just get a notebook where you count your blessings, right? And you put the things that God has done for you. One thing about David that made him to be able to overcome every time he had a challenge was that he was someone who remembered what the Lord has done. I can tell you many times when I go through my journals in the days where I'm really having a difficult time, and I see the things that God has done, and I do that early in the morning every day before I plan the night before. I promise, guys, I'm going to show you a productive day in my life. I know you guys have made a request for that video, but I'm trying to make it a whole production. Yes, I want to give you a very good watch with that video because it's a special request. And please make other requests. You're hearing my habits, and if you want to see any, I think I will show you the before and after of my room. Okay, I promise you, before the month runs out, I will show you the before and after of my room, and I will come back to tell you about some of the healthy vacuums I have created and how it works. So form a heart an attitude. Wow. Did you get that? If you catch what just happened, can you type it in the comment box? But be nice, okay? Form an attitude, okay, of gratitude. Finally, I'm going to try to stay off sugar. Yeah. I don't want to tell you about my journey towards the end. I'll show you a picture, before and after picture of how my weight loss journey. I'm so grateful to God for that, because at that particular point of my life, I didn't know anything was wrong actually, but I want to thank God for helping me to be able to cut down on sugar and save my life. But towards the end of last year, I found myself in a relapse. I think I will make a video if you have any questions on weight loss, and I've been on this journey for about 3 years now, and you can see from my before and after picture that I've made remarkable progress. So if you have any questions on weight loss, especially on maintaining, I've done a good job, because I came from about 105 kg and I was down up to 69 kg. I think about now I'm on a healthy 78, 79. I've not weighed myself at all this year. I told you, like, I fell into the pit. In December, I and my videographer, of course, were having things like having McDonald's early hours of the morning. Come on. But if you want to know how I've kept off this healthy weight and I've not gone back, because it's one thing to lose weight and it's another thing to keep the weight going. You have any weight loss questions, I am here for you to answer your questions and how to keep the weight off, and doing that, eating the things that you love to eat. But this is just my own personal decision, and I want to challenge anyone. If you're up for the challenge, I'll give you a prize, okay? If you're gonna, from this point of when this video is posted to the end of the month, you're not gonna have I'll just give you some things. I will not be so strict like myself. You're not gonna have carbonated drinks, number one. You're not gonna have anything with white sugar. You're not going to have McDonald's, any fried food or takeaway food. Then accept my challenge, and you never could tell. I think if you do that and you keep to your word, I don't know how I'm going to find out that this is only available for those in Ukraine, okay? I promise to give you a free Stay Productive journal, and also a reflective and a projection journal. I'll also try to make a video about how it's going. I'm actually vlogging right now my 7-day fast. I don't know if I'll post it, but if you want to see how I went through my 7-day total fast, please comment below. So that's about it. And once again, the picture is up. My habit board for January 2021. You don't really have to select the habits that I have selected. You can take one or two like advice. Please take the habits that are really easy. Start with the easy things, start with the small things, and then you can build on to other greater things, okay? So you can pick one or two from this list, or you can make yours. One thing I do with my habit board is that you can see I've nicely designed it. I will show you another picture of how I have it on my iPhone as well. You could do this, and most times I print it and I put it on my wall. I'm going to do that so that I can remember on those habits. And you see, if you learn one habit if you learn one habit every month in a year, at the end of the year, you would have successfully learned 12 habits, and that will make your falling to the depths of your system a big cushion. Remember, we don't rise to the heights of our goal, we fall to the depth of our system. I believe that this is amazing content. What are you waiting for? This is like a whole university of productivity. Please, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel, and please give me a thumbs up if you've gotten any value at all from this video. And I love it when you comment, okay? No matter how the comment goes, your honest reviews and everything that you have to say, please, I would love to see what you think about the video. If you've learned anything, please put it down in the comment section. I would really love to know that I'm talking to some people and I'm making a little bit of impact. That's just enough for me. At the end of this video, I will leave links that are relevant. Please, I want you to click on these links right now and do the follow-up on the things that you would love to improve, and you see that your life will get better and better. So at the end of this month, I'll be back again to give you an insight on how I did with this habit. But until then, God bless you. Have a blessed 2021 January. Get organized, and goodbye.